Okay. So let me open the folder where we have the syllabus. This is the one we are working on, right? We open GitHub as well. Right? This is where we are making changes. Have you tried 1 second? So let's begin. So yesterday, have you anyone tried that pull and all? Any questions you have before we get into the topic? All right. So if you have tried, let me know, like if you can see the changes or not, right? And today let's talk about a conflict scenario. Yesterday we have done git pull and push where there is no conflict. Today we'll pick up the conflict scenario. Let's see. Here on remote, let's suppose some changes are being made here. Let's say file 9.txt and commit the changes on the master. So now these changes are not available here. I'm not uh, aware of those changes, or else I'm not bothered because so many people might be making changes, right? Um, so that's all. As usual, changes are in the working directory. So add the changes and then commit the changes. Git the commit -m local changes. So what I can do first, if I try to push, will it work? Git push horizon master. Will this work or not? This will not work, right? What it will give? Why? What message we'll get if we try to edit this? I mean, if you try to push this, what happens?
It will message us failed to push.
Yeah, it will fail because we need to get the updates before we push, right? We need to get the latest before we push. So what it says now, git pull horizon, right? Pull will not allow here in my case, depending on the OS, it will not allow. I should do git pull with 3 base, git pull horizon master -r, right? Pull with 3 base. So yes, you get a conflict here. Again, the same concept. Earlier, yesterday, we did not get a conflict, but now we are getting a conflict because we get, I mean, it's the same file and the source. Source is here. We are pulling the changes from a remote to local. So if it is missing, we are going to get the conflict. So what we have to do? Get a pull horizon master. So you have to resolve the conflict. Again, the same way, the process is same. How do you resolve the conflict is same. Like you will accept the current change or incoming or both. It's up to you. Okay, you can decide how to resolve this conflict, right? And you can choose the option. The only thing is, you can resolve the conflicts. Only thing is, earlier they were only my changes. I could decide. I am the decision maker. Here, I should sit with the person with whom we get the conflict and resolve it. That's the only difference, right? So accept both and yeah. So if you see here now, if you try to pull with 3 base now, It's already like a fixed time in the work in the tree. Whenever you make any changes, what do you do? Or else you can do just check the status. It will guide you what you have to do. See, git rebase continue. You can do git rebase continue so that your changes will be all committed. Right? That's all. Now, if you see the status, unmerged paths. We have made the commit, right? Git rebase continue. Needs merge. You must edit all merge conflicts. We did. Okay, git commit here. Let me do git commit here. And the commit message because I did not provide message flag. Local changes to remote. Right, done. Now if you see the status, you can see no commands remaining. You're currently editing commit while rebasing branch tree. Nothing to commit. Working tree is clean. Fine. Now we can push the changes. Git push horizon master. So again changes were rejected. We did right. Git pull horizon minus R. We did these steps, but somewhere we missed something. It was asking again. Git pull horizon master minus R. Let me try again. What it says? It seems there's already rebase merge directory. I wonder if you are unable to middle of another rebase. We did git continue, git rebase continue. Somehow it missed executing. Git rebase continue. Okay, I think this was not executed properly. Now if I push, still. Okay, I'm doing it on B3 and I'm trying to push master. Got the point, everyone? Yeah, I'm making changes on B3 and I'm trying to push to master. This will not work. Right? First, let's go to master. Check out master. I might have made changes in master. Get status. Okay. You understood, right? The issue. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Sorry for that. By default, I'm on B3. Like as per the yesterday's work, I continued on B3. But here I made a commit file 9 on master, right? So if you see here, this is the one made changes on master. Now let's suppose I'm on master branch now. Let's make a commit here. That's the problem. I believe you got the problem. Okay, so let me add some line. So it's like a repeating again. I made a file, git add file 9, git commit -m on local. Okay, so you can see here, it was good. Now let's suppose I want to push my changes. Git push horizon master. Right? That's where you get a rejected because there were some updates on remote. So what you have to do? Git pull horizon master -r, pull with rebase. So you get the conflict, accept both of them. Okay, it's up to you now, but you have to sit with the person with whom you got a conflict and resolve it. So I got the conflict and now, yeah, check the status, right? And now it says this, let's just do git rebase continue. Git rebase continue. It should be good. And you must edit all the merge conflicts. It's saying git status. Also commit the results. Local conflicts resolved. And now you try to push it. Git to push horizon master. Now it's correct. Git push. Why are we getting this again? Did I anywhere miss the step? Branch steps. Check out master. We came to master. We made a file. We committed on local. We tried to push. So because it will not allow, it will. We did pull with rebase. Then rebase continue. After this, okay, commit also we have done. So I'm just checking if we missed anything. I'm going to push pull. Actually, after rebase, we don't need a commit again. But still, it rebase push. Okay, after rebase, like you could rebase and then push it. And finally, you should see both the lines here. Earlier, there was only one line. Now you should see both the lines. And see, only one commit got added, right? As yesterday, I told you the difference between pull and pull rebase. So now if you see, only one commit is pushed. If you have done normal pull, you would have seen two commits. Understood the conflict scenario, the concept why you get conflict is same, the reason is same. Only the thing is, whenever you are resolving earlier, it's my own decision, but now you should talk to the person with whom you got the conflict and resolve it. That's the only difference. Any more questions from anyone? Is this much clear?
Yeah, Preethi.
Thank you for confirming. So this is what we do, and that's how you resolve the conflicts on remote. So I think, yeah, that is almost this completes Git and GitHub. But yeah, you can see here. Let me show you a few things. Yesterday, I have shown you PRs, right? How do you raise a PR, the concept of PR, branch rules. These things we have discussed, right? Today, I'll show you one more thing. Here, you are seeing fork, right? There might be some open source projects, open source repositories on GitHub, right? Like which you can take and develop on top of it. Like there might be some open source Docker repos and so on, right? Search in this repository or in this organization. It says, I want to search in the entire GitHub. See, now you have, you will get many options. Search all GitHub. Okay, so there might be some open source projects created and available for everyone, right? Let's say something related to Docker, some official, see Docker official Jenkins repo. Let's say you want to contribute to this. You can do it. You can fork it first. See, it tells you fork your own copy of Jenkins CI Docker. When you fork it, it will be added into your account. Like, see, I have forked some, I'll show you. Okay, see here I have forked this. It's called MediaWiki, forked from Wikimedia. Okay, so it was forked from here, and now you can make any changes to this. Means you can take the base open source images and develop on top of it. This is particularly or mostly used by developers. So they may take some open source projects and develop on top of it. If you fork it, again, it works like your own repo. Whatever changes you make here will not be visible to the original one. Original repository will not be affected. So this is how you can use it for your learning, right? Like you can make any changes to this, and that's how you can work with it. Okay. So yeah, this is the media wiki one, and this is how you can make changes. So that's another option, forking you have, where you can develop on the top of the open source repositories. And another thing is, this is my repository, right? Local repository, which is connected to remote. And whenever you did a clone, origin is set. So this local is mapped to some remote. You can map the same local to multiple remotes as well. Like git remote minus v, it is showing you this. So I may add git remote, add another origin to give some other name here, any name of your choice. This name you can give of your own choice, and some other URL. Like let's say I may just choose something else. Repositories. Let's say this one. Okay. So git remote minus v. Okay, now git push origin. Yeah, git push origin. If you want, I mean origin 2. If you want to push this to push to this one now, you have to use git push this. That's how the same local can be mapped to multiple repos as well. Understood and clear? Any questions from anyone? Okay, 1 second. Someone posted here yesterday the rebase one. 23 comments. Who is this and does it work well?
Yeah, ma'am. I tried it. Well,
Okay, that's great. Thanks for posting. With rebase, there are no new commits, and without rebase, there is a new commit in the commit count. Means additional commit, right? 2 commits should be there.
yeah, ma'am.
Good. That,
Without rebase, additional 3 commits are there after creating two file machine
okay.
local laundry.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for posting. So everyone try out this. And yeah, I'm not pushing to this, but just want to show you the same local can be mapped to multiples. When we go for AWS code commit service, we may connect the same to our AWS code commit as well. So just want to give you some idea. So this completes Git and GitHub from the perspective of managing the files. Means like how you manage your files, how do you version control, that is done. Right? From the perspective of managing the files, it's done. Now we have to learn to integrate it in the pipeline, CI/CD pipeline. So to do that, we need to have Jenkins because we'll be managing this entire CI/CD via Jenkins. Again, to go for Jenkins, we need to learn something like if you want to go to Jenkins, we need to have the Jenkins server setup. You could set it up on Windows, but Linux is preferable. So first we'll go for Linux basics and then we'll go for Jenkins, right? So, and again, to learn Linux or to do some Linux, we need to have an environment, right? Where do you learn Linux? So let us also have some AWS account created. I'll show you AWS account creation and I'll explain the theoretical part in the next class. Good to go. Can I proceed?
Yeah, ma'am.
Go and create a free account on AWS. What is AWS? Why do you need AWS? That theory I'll give you later, okay? In the next class. But for now, just go and see creating an account so that you can get your account ready by next class. So create an AWS account. If you just go here, you will be asked for some email address and some account name and verify it. So like any other account, these are the steps you need to go through. Like there were 6 steps you need to go through and they were available in this drive. Like, yeah. Here are the steps, right? All the steps given here, including the screenshots. A screenshot may be a little bit different from the time we did. But anyway, just give some email ID. Of course, it will not allow me with a dummy one. And some account name. and verify the email. It will send you a verification. You have to put the verification code. Obviously, it will not allow me. So once you give the verification code, you will be asked to provide these details like full name, contact number, region. And once you provide that, some other details. Yeah, your credit card or debit card details are mandatory. That is for validation. Means that's to check you are a valid user, not a bot. So you have to provide your details. It will deduct to 1 rupee or 2 rupee and it will also credit that amount back. So you have to provide that. And once those payment details are done, you will successfully create an account and you will go to this console page. The cloud theory and like what is AWS, we'll see later. I'm just showing you account creation. So with the email ID you have registered, you can log in. And after login, it may take 24 hours for this to work. Search here for EC2. EC2 is nothing but Elastic Cloud Compute Service, right? Where you can create some virtual machines. So if you just go here, instances, you don't see, I mean, you see some instances which are stopped or which are created earlier. You have to create a virtual machine and EC2 instance for hands-on on AWS, right? How do you do that? Go here, launch instance, right? Choose this Amazon Linux 2. Give some name, test one or demo one. Some name. Okay, first, sorry, this is the name. I'm sorry. Name for your instance, and then here AMI. AMI means Amazon Machine Image. Means it gives you the OS. Whether you want to choose Ubuntu OS or, okay, let me tell you, you can create a virtual machine of any operating system here. What is virtual machine also, if it is new, if anyone new to this concept, just let me tell you, it's like a machine which runs on your own host, or else it is spinned up by using the concept of virtualization, right? We will discuss this concept in the next sessions. Just try to create a VM, a Linux VM we need, right? So you can create a VM of any operating system. Here, choose the Amazon Linux one, right? Choose here Amazon Linux and choose Amazon Linux 2. Okay, scroll down. And the instance type means how huge your instance should be, how many CPU, how much of memory it should have. So choose it accordingly. 1 GB CPU and 1 gigs T2 micro. And then the login key pair is AWS, right? So, I mean, 1 second. If you are using it for the first time, you will not see any key. You have to create a new key pair. Give some name to the key pair, like example key pair or whatever. ABC key pair. And here it will be downloaded in the PEM format when you create it. See, it is downloaded. Do you see? This is very important to connect to your virtual machine, right? Because see, if you lost this, you can't connect. So just be careful to see this so that you can connect. Once it is connected, just launch the instance. Those configurations are enough, the basic configurations. And when you go for instances, this is the one. See, it is in the pending state. It will be started. It's a Linux instance where you can do the hands-on. Any questions from anyone? You can see it's in running state now. Now how to connect it? Okay, fine. A virtual machine is created on AWS. How do you connect to it? Again, there are different ways to connect. One is if you just go to this connect, you will see first step, instance connect, a quick connect, a browser-based connect. You can just click on this, see it will open another browser and you are connected to the machine. See, this is your Linux machine. You can run any Linux commands here, learn Linux. Do you see that? So that's a one small simple way. But to connect to this, you should have this UI access. Sometimes or majority of the times will not have this AWS access. So how do you connect?
These instances are servers, ma'am.
These instances are virtual machines on AWS. Right? AWS is a cloud. We will discuss this like what is a virtual machine, what is cloud, theoretical
Yeah.
part in the next class. But yeah, that's a virtual machine running on AWS cloud. Okay, so yeah, this is one way. Another way is like I said, if you don't have this user interface, if you are given only with IP address, how do you connect? Isn't it? That's a general use case. We wouldn't be getting access to all of this. In that case, again, select connect, come to SSH client. So actually, to connect to this remote machine, there is another concept, another Linux concept used at the backend called SSH concept, secure shell concept. This is the concept used at the backend, right? So this is a Linux concept which we'll learn in the next week. So until then, just follow the steps. Okay, for this, you will be needing some SSH clients. What are SSH clients? Git bash. Are you using Git bash? Till now, for doing hands-on on Windows, you might be using Git bash, right? So
Yes.
bash is one of the SSH client. Then terminal on Mac or on Linux machines is also an SSH client, right? They work like an SSH clients. So these are the SSH clients, Git bash, terminal. Also, on Windows, you can use putty, right? Mobex term. All these works like a SSH clients. Any of them you can use. So you can launch any of the terminal of your choice and copy this command. Particularly, this will work for Git bash and terminal. For putty and mobex term, you should have another format. I'll tell you, but before that, now go to the location where you have that PEM file downloaded. I have that in the downloads folder. Just now we downloaded, right? That key, that PEM file, this one, right? This is the one we downloaded. So as you downloaded this, run this command. Okay, unprotected private key. Yeah. You will get this error because the permissions are too open. See, we are going to learn all of this. This is another concept. This is a such concept. This is file permission concept. We are going to learn them. Okay, just follow the steps for now. chmod 400 and the key name abc.py. Right now, after changing this permissions with the chmod, run this again. Yes. Did you see I get the shell like I have got the from the on the browser through browser-based connect? Now you can run any commands and work with it. Right?
So you
These
change
are
the permissions of the file, right?
yes. We changed the permissions of the file with the chmod 400 and the file. Okay, this has got a lot of meaning. A concept is involved. We will learn it in the next session. This part. Okay. So we are getting a connectivity, like we are able to connect and now learn Linux, which is this is a Linux machine. Means from our Windows, we are connecting to Linux machine, a virtual machine, which is running on AWS cloud. That's how you will get exposure to cloud as well during our hands-on. Right? So So this is it. And now if you want to connect to other terminals like Putty, Mobexterm, of course you have Putty, Mobexterm only on Windows, but they are good SSH clients. They provide a good interface. So suppose if you want to use them, again the same process. But here you are using PEM file, right? This Putty, Mobexterm would need another file format called .ppk. Putty private key format means it needs file in a different format. Okay, let me write it for you. If it is Windows, you can use Git Bash as a SSH client, Putty or Mobexterm. Different SSH clients. If it is Linux or Mac, of course, you have only terminal. So for terminal, you can use PEM file and connect to it. Git Bash also uses PEM file. Okay, but if you want to use this Putty, you have to have the file format as PPK, not PEM file, even for Mobexterm also. Got the point and the difference? So if it is Linux, directly you can copy this command and use it. If it is Git Bash also, this is fine. But if you want to use Putty or Mobexterm, you should convert this PEM file, which is downloaded, into PPK file and use it. So how to do that? How to convert it? To convert PEM file to PPK, you have another tool called PuttyGen. Okay, you can download that PuttyGen tool and convert this format. How to do that? Even steps were here. See, connect to AWS EC2 instance with Putty on Windows. On Bash, everything is there. Whatever I have shown, everything is documented. How do you connect through Git Bash? Right? You have all the steps, even including Git Bash installation. See, PuttyGen, go to this URL, download the PuttyGen. Once you download the PuttyGen, you have to launch it and provide your key here, which will generate the PPK. With that PPK, you will connect to Putty. All the steps were here. This is the interface for Putty. And once you connect, you will see again a window where you can see your command. Understood? Even Mobexterm also same steps, same way you convert and use it. So this folder helps you creating an AWS account, then create an EC2 instance and different ways of connectivities. Right? So once it is connected, anyway, like whether it is through Git Bash or whether it is here, you can run some Linux commands. And EC2 user is the default user on this machine, right? Default user. ls, there's nothing, pwd, present working directory. These are the simple Linux commands like ls, pwd, right? Home EC2 user. That's a present working directory, the path where you are in. Right? These are the basics. And okay, let me create some files and folders here. Right? This is the path where you are in. And suppose if you want to create a folder here, it's a mkdir make directory, right? That's a simple command to create a folder. Let's say my directory. See, my directory is the folder name I have given. So you could see the folder available in here. Right? And now if you want to make any change or else, okay, first this is the creation of folder. If you want to create a file, you can use touch command, let's say file1.txt, right? That will create a file. And if you want to go to this, into this folder, cd is a change directory, right? See, now you are in the my directory. You can see the prompt here, right? This is the path of the folder you are. You are in my directory. Now again, if you want to create some files here, you can do that. Or else if you want to step back, let's say I just want to come one level back. Like you do back option in the Windows Explorer, right? So if you want to go back that way, this will help you go back. Now ls, present working directory, right? So got it, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? That's how you can go back. And now let's say I have created here this file one, right? If you want to edit this file, file1.txt, right? So let's say I'll put something. By the way, Vim is an editor, default editor on Linux system. So Vim file name means it will open in an editor. And see, if you don't see anything at the bottom means you are in the command mode. If you want to type something, if you want to write something, you have to go to insert mode. How do you go? Escape I. Escape I will take you to the insert mode. Now you may write something. How do you save it again? Command mode. Colon WQ exclamation. That will save the file and close the file. Let's say you want to see whether the content is saved or not. File one. Cat command will help you read the content of the file. See, it is showing you whatever present in this file. Are we clear?
Maybe one question here. What's the difference touch and Vim? I think both are creating files. Is it?
What does Vim? Touch. Okay. Touch is just helping you to create the file. That's all. It will not help you edit the file. Vim command, right? If you try Vim command, it will create the file as well as it will open the file in an editor if it is not present. File 2 is not present. So it will create and open the file in an editor. Vim is an editor, like you have Notepad, Notepad++ in your systems. Vim is an editor on Linux. Vim, VI, Nano, these are all different editors. Right now you can write something.
Yeah,
Escape.
that I understand. Then what is the use of touch? Like in which case we are using the touch one?
Just to create a file if you don't want to
Just
edit
to
it.
only create a file. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
okay, so now, okay, we created some file. Suppose I want to copy this file. CP command in Linux. Let's say I want to copy file 2 to my directory. So you can give relative path. Relative path means my directory is enough. You don't need to give the complete path of my directory. My directory is under home EC2 user. You don't need to give this entire path and then my directory. Not needed. This is called absolute path. You don't need to give absolute path because you are already in the same location as my directory is. You could just refer like this, right? That's called relative path. Now the file might have been copied. Let's go to my directory, ls. Yes, file is copied. I'm coming out of the folder, right? That's a simple copy. See, here we are talking about simple file system operations. Like how do you work with the files? How do you move the files, copy the files? Simple basics which everyone should know, right? So that's how you copy. And if you want to copy this file too, file to, or else I want to move it, not copy, but move this file to my directory. Even that's moving, right? Already this is having it. So you don't see much change. Let me do one thing. Let's move file one. Move file one to my directory. Do you see the difference between copy and move? Right, just normal file system operation like you do in your Windows. Copy means it will keep the copy there and then like make a copy into the new location. Move means it will completely move the file from the current location to another one. Got it clear? Everyone understood?
Yeah, Preethi.
And going to this directory, if you want to delete any file, RM, file 1, RM will delete the file, right? But what if I want to delete this folder, RM, my directory? See, it says it is a directory. RM is used to delete the files. But how to delete a folder? RM minus RF folder name. That will delete the folder. Understood? So that will delete the folder, including the contents recursively. So yeah, folder is gone, including the contents. Like whatever present in the folder are also gone. Right? These are the basic operations which everyone should know. See, this is just another operating system. Like in Windows, moving the files, creating the files, folders is a very simple task which anyone can do, right? These are such basics. If you are new to Linux, it may be new, or like you may find it something challenging in the beginning, but the way to learn Linux is every day spend some 10 minutes working with these basic operations. You should be all set because it's an environment, right? Everyone will get to used to that environment. Only the thing is a regular practice. If you keep using or keep working with Linux operating system, you get used to it. That's the only thing you have. And I want to know how many are new to Linux here. May I know how many people new to Linux? You can raise the hands. How many are new to these basics at least? I don't want complete Linux, basics. Okay, Surya is new, Velu is new, Sauvik is new, Kiran is new. 5 people are new. That's all. Okay, 6 people. Srinivas is new. Okay. I think equal number of people, almost equal number only. All right. No worries. So just don't try to learn all the Linux commands in a day. Like let's say if you take Git, we learn it as a concept, we learn it as technology, we learn it in maybe in 1 week or in 10 days, right? But that's not how Linux should be learned. Linux, to learn it, spend some time regularly every day. That's how you used to it. That's an environment, right? If you learn now, if you stop using it, you'll forget all the Linux command. That's how it is. So regular practice, regularly working with that particular environment will keep you confident on handling Linux systems because that's an environment. And whatever Linux commands, even the basic or whatever we are going to learn in the next class, were there in this folder. There is another folder called Linux Basics. Linux basic commands, including file system operations, were given here, including the explanation. Everything was there. Okay. So we didn't cover all of them today. We'll cover them in the next class, but yeah, you can refer them for any queries. Actually, Linux topic we shall start in the next session where we'll talk about why do we need Linux, what is AWS, and then we'll pick up from the actual commands. Today I have shown you the very, very basic commands. Any questions from anyone? So if so, we can close here and we'll continue in the next class. But if you have any questions regarding the previous topics like Git, any questions you can ask me. I don't want to just start Linux today, right? Because we have some time, few minutes, rather than starting a new topic, we could reiterate the old topic, complete your hands-on because Saturday and Sunday will be off. You can complete your hands-on Git. Then we shall start the Linux in a full-fledged way. Today I have just given you an overview or heads up. So any queries you have regarding the previous parts?
Ma'am, I have a problem. Unstashed folder.
Yeah, can you share your screen now?
I will switch to my laptop on television. My laptop is in my so I will switch.
Any more queries from anyone? So if you have completed the hands-on, assuming that you are hands-on, you are doing hands-on along with me, right? Here is your quiz you have to complete, right? Before joining the next class, I'm expecting everyone to complete all this quiz. I should get results from every one of you on all the 6 quiz, right? Please complete your hands-on, and these are all your assignments for this weekend. Complete this quiz portal. Okay, also, yeah, interview questions. And also the lab, whatever we have done, like whatever we have done in the class, they were given here as assignments. And also some new things might be there as a small queries. Create a new repository, some small, simple challenges, right? Also complete these assignments. This is all homework for you. Can you all complete this before next class?
Yes, ma'am.
So that you would be learning it on pace with the class, which will help you stay connected. And once you have worked with this instance, let's suppose, okay, you are done. Select it and stop it. Tomorrow again, you can start it and reuse it. Don't leave it, don't keep it running. Don't leave it running. If you terminate it, it will be deleted. If you want to reuse it again, you have to stop and start it in the next day. Any more questions from anyone?
I have connected to the laptop. So Alex,
Okay, I'm making you a presenter. You can share your screen. Sorry, I made wrong. Oops. Can you share your screen now?
Yeah. Here, now is my screen visible?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Uh, when I try to slash it, it starts successfully, ma'am. Yeah.
Hmm.
How I do the slash?
No, git stash list. Hmm.
Here is the slash.
Hmm.
I I try to unstash. It is showing me that
Git stash, pom, stash number. You are using PowerShell, right? You are using PowerShell. At the top of this terminal, can you see a small plus symbol? There, right hand side. A little bit more right hand side. Right hand side.
okay.
There you are seeing PowerShell, right? Click that plus symbol, drop down.
Uh,
1 second. Yeah. Go to Git bash. You should use Git bash, not the PowerShell. Click it. Now this is where you have to run the commands. Now run git stash list. Okay. Wait. Now do git stash pop. Okay.
thank you.
So you should use the right terminal. Yeah, these things you can post it in the group, in the WhatsApp group is created, right? So that you could get immediate response on these things. Whatever we can solve it in the group, we can solve it. If not, we could connect this way.
Ma'am, can I continue Linux in this terminal or should I download it?
Yeah, you can have to continue. You have to do here only, not in PowerShell. Windows system, right?
Yeah, it's
You have to work on Git bash only, not PowerShell.
okay.
Any more queries? All right then. So we shall close here for today and we'll continue in the next day. We'll connect on Monday for the next part. Meanwhile, complete all the quiz, all the assignments, complete hands-on, and we'll take up from here in the Monday. Thank you all. Have a good day. See you all. Bye everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.